In the category of characteristics of numbers, let's identify all factors of numbers. First, we want to find factors of numbers because they help us understand how numbers are built, what makes up numbers. So factors show us all the ways a number can be divided evenly, and that key word there is evenly. So factors help us, well, simplifying fractions, if we want to recognize patterns. Sometimes it's helpful to solve multiplication and division problems more easily because we can simplify those fractions quicker before we actually do the multiplication and division. So let's jump in. How do we do this? Well, first we're going to divide our main number, whatever we're dividing by, we want to divide that by each of the counting numbers in order until the quotient number is smaller than the divisor. All right, so the counting numbers, remember, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? The numbers you use to count. Then, if the quotient is a counting number, meaning after you divide, the answer you get, if that's a counting number, then you know the divisor and the quotient are a pair of factors, so they are both factors. If the quotient is not a counting number, the divisor is not a factor. And we'll show this a little more easily when we do an example. After we find them all, we want to write all the factors in order from smallest to largest. So let's do this. We want to find all the factors of 54. So if you think about it, we want to start with counting numbers. We want to take 54 divided by 1. 54 divided by 1 is 54, and therefore both of them are factors. 54 divided by 2 is 27. Because it's a counting number, right? 27, you would get there eventually. 2 and 27 are both counting numbers. 54 divided by 3 is 18, still great. Now, when we divide 54 divided by 4, we get 13.5. A decimal is not a counting number. Therefore, you'll notice divisors of 4 and 5 give decimal answers. They are not factors. If we divide by 6, 54 divided by 6 is 9. So those are counting numbers, so they are factors. We divide by 7, get 7.71. Now notice, when we divide by 8, the quotient is 6.75. As soon as the quotient is smaller than the divisor, we stop. There is nothing else to do. And if you think about why this is true, the next counting number after 8 is 9. And if I take 54 divided by 9, I get 6. And we've already accounted for 6 and 9 when we divided by 6. And that's why you only have to go up as far as until the quotients are smaller, because then it's almost like we're flipping over and doing it again. So we have found all of our factors, and then we want to put them in order least to greatest. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 18, 27, and 54. All right, you try the next one. Find all the factors of 84, and then come back and see how you did. So first, again, we're going to divide 84 by each of the counting numbers starting with 1. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4 all come out nicely. We're going to get a counting number as a quotient, and therefore we have 4 pair of factors. When we divide by 5, we get a decimal answer, not a factor. 6 and 7, again, result in counting number quotients, so those are factors. 8 and 9 give us decimal approximations. Now, when I look at that last line, 84 divided by 9 is 9.33. If I would divide 84 by 10, the next quotient will be smaller. So I don't need to continue. I have gone as far as I can go with what I need to check. I have my answers. So the factors of 84 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 12, 14, 21, 28, 42, and 84. And that's identifying factors.